There's how you do, buckaroos. How the heck are you? Well, I'm in Kansas City. As I do this video, it'll be long after by the time I get it uploaded, but here I am at the moment. So anyway, I do plan on hitting this brewery when I'm here, but on the off chance that things come up and I don't get there, I did pick up a 6-pack from them at the store, just so I had something here. It is, move my prop out of the way, it is their Hardway IPA. And I don't have the light here that I wish I had. Says here the ABV, but now I can't read it on the damn can. Oh, crap in a basket, man. 7.5%. Good Lord. I don't have any light here in this table, and I cannot see. They do not list the IBUs, but let's say 7.5%. Anyway, now that we've got that accomplished, I did visit Casey Beer Co. earlier in the evening, where I had two from them. I had their, well, not the two biggest, but two of their bigger beers. One is their biggest, their Hellerbach, which was absolutely brilliant. But I also want to try both of the Pellbachs, the Hellerbach and the Weizenbach, which is the wheat version of the Heller, but it's a little less ABV. The Heller is 10% even. The Weizen is 7.25. They've got their Bauer, which is 7.75, 7.75. But I really want to try this IPA out of curiosity, and it is a little different than I imagined it, to be honest with you. I mean, I haven't had it yet, but just that bit of the aroma there. Let's see if I can find a date on the bottom of the can here. No, I am good date-wise. With everything being so fruity these days, I almost expected it. But what I get on the nose here is almost that of an old school American craft IPA. I get a lot of caramel on the nose. Ah, not bad at all. Yeah, it is nice. It is a maltier IPA than I expected, though. Going to where the trends are these days, I kind of expected that, that Fruit Loop kind of IPA, but it's good. It does mask that 7.5 pretty well. You get a little bit of orange on the nose. Typically, you look for grapefruit, but I'm getting more orange than grapefruit, actually. I don't know what they're using, but it kind of feels like Amarillo might be in there at some point. It's big and malty early on, giving into some big hops at the end. It's nice. It isn't what I was expecting to be. In fact, I'm not exactly sure what I was expecting, but this isn't it. Sometimes you get surprised. Beer trends go a certain direction, so it seems when I try something new, I'm looking for that current trend, and it wasn't in here, but it kind of is a pleasant surprise. I'm going to say it's more of a balanced IPA than what's trendy these days. It's a little more malt forward than most IPAs are these days, which is nice from my standpoint. But I'm going to call it an evening after this particular beer, but I thought I'd have one more. I wanted to try this while I was here. In fact, if I get to the brewery, though, I want to try one at the brewery to see if I can spot any differences, because that does happen from time to time where you can spot a difference having it from the keg rather than a batch that had been canned. When I was working for Saddlebach, you notice a difference when I was selling the beer, and I'd bring it out to various places to sample, and and I would personally notice a difference when I would taste it from the brewery and from my bottle samples, whereas a lot of the folks I was selling the brewery, selling the beer to, didn't notice a difference. But because I was so close to the beer, I would pick up little differences from what we had on tap to what I was selling in the bottles and cans. So I am curious to try this at the brewery to see if I can spot any changes. Bottom line, I paid $8.99 a 6 pack for this beer. It is a 7.5% IPA. That is rather reasonable by today's craft beer standards. And although it may not possess all the trendy flavors, I like it just fine. So there you go, Martin City Brewery. Hardway IPA. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer. Who else would I be, man? Uh, beer evangelist, prolific beer drinker, pure beer wisdom, man. Not bad at all. All around good guy. Cheers. See you tomorrow.